13 News Now at noon. Smithfield Foods brings so much more to the table than just what you'd expect. They're a brand committed to fighting hunger, furthering education, and investing into the community. Here today to tell us all about the brand's initiatives, we have Jonathan Toms. Thank you for being here, Jonathan.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You brought one of my favorite foods. Yeah. We'll talk about this in just a moment. But we do want to talk about those community initiatives. We were talking during the break about your sponsorship of Commonwealth Clash. Yeah. What is that, and why are you sponsoring that?
Of course, of course. So, the Commonwealth Clash is the almost decades-long now rivalry between the University of Virginia and Virginia Tech Athletics. Okay. So two of the greatest schools here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, duking it out throughout the season to see who will come out victorious across all of the different 22 sports that they compete in. And while the Commonwealth Clash has been going on for nearly a decade, Smithfield has been the presenting sponsor of that Commonwealth Clash for the last 4 seasons now. And of course, Smithfield, as a Virginia-based brand, it just fits so well into who we are, our multi-year support of both of these universities, but being able to tie into the excitement and the energy that surrounds the Commonwealth Clash, it's just such a great place to be.
Yeah, you were telling me that, sports and entertainment, you kind of want that to be synonymous when you think about Smithfield Foods. Tell me a bit more about kind of that relationship that you all are working to create.
Yeah, so, whether it's for the holidays, that holiday ham at the center of your table, or bacon the next morning as you're opening up your presents, or whether it's at, a tailgate at your favorite sporting event. Certainly Smithfield has a product for every single person and every single different type of palate and use. So of course here today we've got some of our new double thick, double smoked bacon lovers bacon, as well as a bacon glazed brie that we've prepared here for you guys. Just some great examples of some of the products that Smithfield has, some of the recipes that are available on our website, smithfield.com. Just great ways that you can entertain and host your guests this holiday season.
And let me tell you, it smells so good in the studio right now. I'm trying not to grab things at the moment, but of course we're talking about something very important. I want to go back to, again, that fighting hunger and that community initiative and why that's so valuable. Of course, Smithfield Foods kind of, that household name when you think about folks here in the Commonwealth. But again, talk about why giving back is so valuable for a lot of these companies and businesses that have rooted themselves in their states.
At Smithfield, we care so passionately about giving back to the places where our employees live, work, and raise their families. And with our Smithfield brand, we're a food company, right? So feeding people is what we do, which is why hunger relief is such an important focus area for us. In conjunction with the Commonwealth Clash, we donated a truckload of protein, so over 65,000 pounds of protein to the Feeding Southwest Virginia and the Blue Ridge Area Food Bank to support the communities around Virginia Tech and the University of Virginia, showcasing that, yes, that rivalry is a great thing to have on the field, but when we take a step away from the field or away from the court, we can make a real difference in those local communities as well.
We can. We've talked about so many stories here at 13 News Now of families in need, and this being the holiday season, thinking about giving back. Obviously, people can support Smithfield Foods by purchasing products for sure, but what other ways can they support? Are there donation opportunities, volunteer opportunities? Yeah. How can people get involved?
One of the things that we always say, especially when we're working with our partners in the hunger relief space, is that there's a role for every single person to play in the fight against hunger. So whether that's making a donation of 65,000 pounds of protein or just going in and donating $1 or one canned food item to your local food bank, there really is a role to play for every single one of us in that fight against hunger.
Awesome. And where online can people go to get more information about your products and services?
Yeah, so go over to smithfield.com. They can check out all of our different products as well as some of the recipes like our bacon glazed brie there.
Yeah, you're going to have to talk to me about that recipe. Jonathan, thank you so much for being here. We've got to talk bacon now and holidays, so we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We'll be right back.